Ipoh, the capital city of Perak, home of various fine dinings, one-stop shopping center, and home of the creators of these masterpieces. If you're not familiar with their work, I suggest you go search for them right now. I am not from Perak, so why did I make this video about Perak? Well, I live somewhere in Perak that is quite close to Ipoh, so Ipoh had been my go-to city to find good food and shop. Every time my dad said we're going to Ipoh, we would get very excited. Girls, we're going to Ipoh tomorrow. Yeah! Sorry. As much as I love to shop, I'm much more interested in all the good foods there. Unfortunately, ever since the PKP started, we hadn't had that much luck go to Ipoh, so we've been longing for the taste of nasi ganja and dim sum. So here are the few places that we like to go to get some good food in Ipoh. I'm gonna break it down to parts: brunch, snack, and dinner. For brunch, I call it a brunch because you can have it for breakfast and or lunch because it's quite heavy. And this place had been Ipoh's trademark. Like, if you go to Ipoh and don't eat here, you're missing out big time. It is nasi ganja. I know what you're thinking. Everyone knows ganja means drugs, but I can assure you that there are zero drugs. It's completely halal. It's called nasi ganja because once you had it, you will get addicted to it, like we do. Just Google nasi ganja and bam, there you go. It's a nasi kandar restaurant, so obviously they have nasi kandar there. And they're famous for their super long queues, and the place is always packed. I am not kidding. If you go there during lunch hour, then the line would cover about 3 stores. But it all makes sense because the food there was divine. They have the best nasi kandar there. If you're a nasi kandar fan, then you would love this. People around the country would go to Ipoh just to get a hold of this. But it's such a long wait that the line is just super long. I can't wait that long. Hold your horses. For those who are new and wanted to try this, then let me give you some tips. You have 2 options. Either you queue like everyone else, or you went into the side door and immediately find a seat. For queuing, yes, it's a long wait, but once you get there, you get to choose whatever lauk you want. But the problem is, the place is always packed. Even if you have your food ready, you might have trouble finding a place to sit. Should we eat standing up? Which brings us to the second option, going through the side door. Now this method is much better because you got your table. All you have to do to get your food is to order them. To order your food, we usually say we want the regular order. The regular order, or biasa, is nasi with ayam rempah, some curry, kuah daging, salted egg, and sambal pudina. It's kind of like a default order. So, if you're new and you wanted something else but have no idea what they have, you won't get to see what they have once you sat at your table. But I assure you, the default order is just as good. I forgot to mention that finding your table is not what you think. The place is completely packed. So it would be impossible to get an empty table once you stepped in the restaurant. We usually had to keep our eyes peeled for anyone who almost done with their meal. And once they do, it's like a battle for a table. I got an empty seat! Sometimes we would even have to share a table with other people. That's how crowded they are. The nasi kandar shared the store with kopitiam. Don't worry, it's completely halal too. So apart from nasi kandar, you have other options like roti bakar and caramel pudding. Take it from me, the roti bakar, caramel pudding, and their coffee is amazing. I highly recommend it. I do have to warn you though that the nasi kandar can be quite hot for some people. But what better way to chill all that with a gelato? That's right. For snacks, I could not pass out on a delicious gelato from this place. Bella Zia Gelato. I'm sorry I can't explain where the store is because it's quite complicated. Just type in Bella Zia Gelato and there you go. This place has the best gelato ever. They had various flavors like strawberry cheesecake, mango, blueberry yogurt, passion fruit. My personal favorite is dark chocolate, obviously. I highly recommend it. For dinner, I have two options, and they can be categorized as Asian and Western. For Asian, they have this Greentown dim sum, a halal place to get the best dim sum and some other dishes too, like their various noodles, wontons, and dumplings. My personal favorite is their kway teow goreng, because they make the best Chinese-style kway teow goreng. As always, just search Greentown Dim Sum Ipoh and there you have it. For Western, this is my personal favorite. It's called David's Diner, a place to get authentic and halal Western food. I'm not talking about the Western food you find in one of those hipster restaurants. No. I'm talking about authentic Western food, like sirloin steak seasoned with lots of spices, homemade burgers, authentic Mexican food like tacos and enchiladas, Italian food like pizza and spaghetti, everything you could ever want for a Western dish. I do have to warn you though that the price is quite pricey, but it's not that bad. You pay a lot for this amount of food. It's totally worth it. Some of the dishes comes with 2 side orders, which means you get double the food. The portion is huge, guys, so it's worth every ringgit. I have been dying to go to David Diners for so long, but if it means keeping everyone and myself safe from the coronavirus, then I just had to make the sacrifice. So those are all the places me and my family like to go whenever we're in Ipoh. Hope this helps you to find good places to eat if you plan to go there. Thanks for watching.